Some of you are not afraid of dating again. You're afraid of your own judgment. Because the last person looked right, felt right, and then 6 months later you were crying over somebody who once called you the best thing that ever happened to them before disappearing for 3 days without explanation. Amazing. Heartbreak does something strange. It doesn't just make you miss a person. It makes you stop trusting yourself. Now every new person feels suspicious. Every compliment sounds rehearsed. Every green flag feels fake. And every time somebody treats you well, a small part of your brain whispers, "Just wait." Because the real wound isn't that someone hurt you. The real wound is realizing how much you helped them do it. That realization is what makes heartbreak feel personal. Because somewhere along the way, you confused familiar with safe. You confused chemistry with compatibility. You confused potential with reality. And if you don't understand why that happened, you will repeat it. Awareness is what breaks patterns, not time. Different face, different name, same ending. Psychologists have spent years studying something called repetition compulsion, the uncomfortable tendency humans have to recreate familiar emotional patterns, even painful ones. Which means many people are not choosing partners. They're choosing unfinished business. And unfinished business tends to collect interest. Before you find love again, you need to understand what you were actually attracted to last time. Because the lesson isn't hidden in the breakup. The lesson is hidden in the attraction. Ask yourself this. What specifically pulled you toward them? Not the chemistry. The deeper thing. Were they emotionally unavailable? Did earning their attention feel rewarding? Did their inconsistency create excitement? Did their chaos make you feel needed? The answer matters because attraction is not always wisdom. Sometimes it is familiarity disguised as destiny. The next hard truth. You probably saw the red flags. Earlier than you admit. The excuses never stopped. You just kept translating evidence into hope. And hope is a terrible substitute for information. Because hope is powerful. But hope without reality is how people lose years. The relationship didn't fail because you weren't enough. It failed because you kept negotiating with information that should have been accepted. Research published in the Journal of Personality found that unresolved childhood attachment patterns heavily influence partner selection. In other words, many people aren't chasing love. They're chasing emotional familiarity, even when familiarity hurts. And that's why stability often feels boring after heartbreak. Not because healthy people are boring, because your nervous system got addicted to uncertainty. Your body learned to mistake anxiety for connection. That confusion keeps people trapped for years. Now let's talk about healing. Real healing isn't forgetting them. It's understanding yourself. Can you look back without needing them to be the villain? Can you admit where your boundaries disappeared? Because healing isn't the absence of sadness. It's the return of clarity. It's the absence of self-deception. And clarity changes everything. The next person should not have to pay for what your ex did. But they also shouldn't inherit the version of you that never learned from it. That's why finding love after heartbreak isn't about finding somebody new. It's about becoming somebody new. Someone who values peace more than potential. Because potential has broken more hearts than reality ever could. Someone who stops chasing chemistry and starts paying attention to character. Because the goal isn't to avoid being hurt again. That's impossible. The goal is to stop abandoning yourself when the warning signs arrive. And once you learn that lesson, heartbreak stops being the end of the story. It becomes the reason the next chapter finally makes sense. Subscribe to LoveLens.